Musume Pretty Derby, Road to the Top. More like Road to Mid. This is just a joke, okay? Rage bait, you might say. It's a 7 out of 10 show, okay? Well, some people say that 7 out of 10 is a mid for some reason, which is ridiculous. But still, why is it 7 out of 10? That is the question. That is why you are here. You might be interested for what I'm about to say about the show. So, yeah. 2023, Musume Pretty Derby, Road to the Top. So, after season 1, this franchise actually adds more substance to its story and characters that gives us more dramatic, emotional, or just impactful scenes and moments that the characters go through. You see them trying so hard to win while knowing about their emotional story, which leads to you rooting for them more. Now, Road to the Top, it's the more condensed story with only 4 episodes covering these 3 Musumes and their journey taking on the classic Triple Crown races. The slice of lifeiness, the cutesiness, stuff like those, mostly cut down. We really focus on the characters and the story here. NTR is good. Narita Top Road overcoming the pressure of delivering a win to everyone that supports her because she thinks that that's the least she can do after the amount of support given to her by them, her fans and her trainer. Her supporters says otherwise. As long as she is racing hard, they are there for her. Now, NTR racing and working hard with a more positive reason and mindset. Really good premise and execution. You just feel Top Road's frustration despite having the said advantages and the desperations in winning, then everyone helping her. Really good. Like, look at this crying. Look at this animation. TM Opura O, horror farming and seems to be egotistical, but really it's just her trying her best to be at her 100% confidence because that's how she thinks you can be the best, which she will be actually. It's just not shown in this story. This is not her peak form. Also, she helps other racers in her own theatrical, egotistical way, but really there is really not that much of her here. She's more of a side character. Then, this girl, in my opinion, the highlight of this show. Admire Vega. Vega finally truly listening to her dead twin sister's spirit to move on, to race for her own sake, and to be healthy. After moments of her twisting the twin sister's messages into something negative, that led to her racing in an unhealthy and self-destructive way. The reason for twisting the words to negative is because of her own self-guilt. And the reason why she has this self-guilt is because she thinks that she has a part to blame in killing her twin sister when they're still a baby. She thinks that the twin sacrificed for her. Because of the self-guilt, she was racing hard for her sister because she thinks that that's the way she can make amends for the sacrifice, especially wherein the sister was showing messages and signs of her also wanting to run. And again, she was racing to the point of destroying herself, even though the sister does not like that. Yes, this gets really deep. It's not just about horse racing anymore. Vega holding herself back because it's her self-punishment and the sister gets constantly misrepresented. Really good. It's an emotional story. The stories now have more emotions and depth. Then, add the improved animations, camera angles more dynamic, less noticeable CGI, just more cinematic. The visual art direction overall is really good. Better than season 1, 2, or 3. So, really good animation, plus a more weighty story. This miniseries is good overall. Again, 7. It's good. But why is it missing 3 points? Or at least 2? Or at least 1? Why is it a 7? Well, for me, that is because of this girl, Curren-Chan. Why? Well, Curren-Chan, so they could have used her in the story more because she could have made Admire Vega's story hit harder. It could have been more dramatic, more emotional, more stuff really. Yes, it's emotional enough, but I need more. Let's say it did not reach season 2's level of emotional impact. So it did not make me feel to the point of tears like season 2. And they could have reached that level of emotional impact with Curren-Chan involved. Let me explain further. This will be long. So, Admire Vega's story, right? Originally, the ending, Vega and the spirit twin sister talk for the last time. Twin sister encouraged Vega to move on with the twin sister spirit. Twin sister encouraged Vega to move on, and the twin sister spirit now stopping and giving Vega visions. And Vega accepting this, her self-guilt now removed. So, this is so weird because she removed her self-guilt by just talking and listening to her spirit sister one last time, even though before this, she is twisting her sister's word into something negative, but not here also suddenly for some reason. I think if the sister just leaves just like that here, her self-loath could have gotten worse. Like, why did she leave her just like that? Self-doubt seeps in, thinking that her sister hates her instead of like the love. She should have still twisted her sister's words because her self-doubt was not challenged. Most of the time, when you really hate yourself that much, you need some help to move forward. Like outside help that counteracts your own self-doubt. And that could have been in the form of Curren-Chan. While they try to make Narita Top Road the one to be the person that helps Vega by being this star that acknowledges Vega's strength and talents, and Vega being flattered by it, returning the favor to NTR. But I think that's not enough for Vega to remove Vega's self-hate. Yes, it helps because of the temp that racing with these people is fun, but we need more someone intrusive, like again, Curren-Chan. Maybe her outright calling out Vega's own self-belief that leads to a crack to this self-belief of Vega, doubting the self-punishment, doubting her own assumptions of her dead sister, the negatives. Look, they actually show you that Curren-Chan wants to help admire Vega. She saw her pushing herself too hard and she wants to stop it. But for some reason, they didn't do anything with her. She just watched really. So now, what if they made Curren-Chan be a catalyst on Vega removing her self-hate and guilt? Actually doing something instead of just all talk. Maybe Curren-Chan reminding Vega what a sister is. Like, maybe there's a dialogue between these two, maybe an argument, because Curren-Chan is being way too intrusive. And while arguing, Curren-Chan says stuff in the lines of, "Your sister does not want you suffering. I also don't want you suffering." And because of that, Vega now has doubts to her own self-belief. Maybe this self-punishment is not it. Maybe I'm hurting my sister by doing this, stuff like those. Maybe the dead sister does not hate me. That then leads to the scene wherein she talks to her sister. This talk is actually more special than the others because this is where Vega, first time ever, she is actually talking to her like really close, eye to eye, like an actual conversation instead of her looking at her far away or refusing to see her sister eye to eye. This is the indication where she finally doubts her own belief enough wherein the dead sister now has a chance to talk to Vega straight in the face. Vega now truly listening to her sister. Then again, they talk, then the sister now goes away, encouraging Vega to move on and race for herself. It is a sad moment because she is now leaving forever, but because of what Curren-Chan said, and her finally talking to her sister in a more personal way, also NTR being a really good person to race with, Vega, now realized that, hey, my sister loves me, and because of that, I can race in a more healthier fashion, and also, racing is really fun if I'm racing with these people. And also, I have now a best friend. So yeah, happy ending. Just like that, like the original ending. So basically with all those yapping, they could have involved Curren-Chan in her story to make her development not weird while also making the story just hit harder. Vega's story is just so interesting, okay? And I just need more to just reach the emotional impact like season 2. I need to at least be bawling like season 2. So anyways, back to admire Vega because I really like this too. Okay, so maybe after this, the happy ending, right? Vega and Curren-Chan, maybe after their ending race, maybe Vega opens up more to Curren-Chan because, you know, she helped her, like, move on with her sister. And now, she now has the time to, like, tell more about it. And now they're close now. Vega and Curren-Chan now forming a deep bond. I need a seasonal dose of deep bond, okay? Especially where in the next anime where they're featured, you actually see them get close. Like, they are now best friends. The person Vega is always ignoring, they are now together all the time. Maybe they could have shown the bond here to make the next appearance be more satisfying. Also, maybe they could have made the relationship in a way that Vega is not just ignoring one sister, but 2 with Curren-Chan. Or maybe even 3 with NTR. But yeah, really though, could have involved Curren-Chan and admire Vega's story more. And yeah, sorry, really long Curren-Chan rant. Let's just end this. That's all I can say. Overall, still, Musume Pretty Derby Road to the Top, really good miniseries. Story and animation is really good, but they could have made Vega's story hit harder with Curren-Chan. Yeah, that's all. So yeah,